and today I'm here to react to episode 8 of season 4 of WTFock. We're almost through it, guys. We're almost there towards the end. I love, like, one of my favorite things to do now is whenever they post a Instagram pic of someone, specifically on Kato's page or just WTFock's page in general. Love reading the comments because they're all just trashing the show about how awful it is and how they should have done a different storyline. A lot of people agree with what I've said of, like, this could have been an okay season if they had just done a different main storyline focus. Like, if they had focused on, like, the parents' relationship and, like, gaining independence, if they had focused on, like, the drug aspect of it with her brother and stuff, but, like, just the way that they decided to frame it and the way it went down is a whole big mess. And someone commented on my last video and I really liked it, that they pointed out WTFock just doesn't seem to know how to do original stories. And I hadn't really thought about that because in my head I'm watching the show this season and I'm like, oh, like, I wish it was like the old seasons, you know, when it was so good. But then the other day it kind of hit me and I'm like, no, season 3 actually wasn't that good. Like, I didn't like it that much. And a lot of what this commenter pointed out, I agree with. A lot of the stuff that I didn't like mainly was the stuff that they had decided to change themselves, like Raba and Sonder getting beat up and then nothing happening because of it, you know, just all this weird stuff. So I do agree that, yeah, they're not their best at coming up with their own ideas. And we're the ones who suffer for it. Why? Why is she contacting him? How is she gonna fix it? Girl, have some self-respect. I mean, he treated you terribly last time. And I feel like they're both just, I don't like either of them. I'm coming to terms more and more with the fact that it's okay not to like either of them. Like, Kato sucks, but also, like, the way Moyo treats her is terrible. Like, when he was just screaming at her and being like, this is all your fault, blah, blah, blah. Like, the man takes no accountability for his own actions. And I just feel like he got himself into this situation. Like, yeah, she was being like, take the car. But he didn't have to. That was his own choice. And it's like, he's known multiple times that her actions get other people in trouble, and this has happened again and again all this season, and yet he still goes back for more. So at a certain point, I don't feel bad for you, Moyo. It's like Kato can be racist and Moyo can be misogynistic, and I cannot like either of them, and I'm making more and more of the peace with that, you know? She's trying to, idiot, of course, but yeah. Okay, now you got so much to say. You had nothing to say on Friday night, but now you're the one with all the answers. Then why the frick did you just say maybe you should go talk to him directly if you knew that, Raba? What kind of snake game are you playing right now? He looks so not sorry. He's like, oh my gosh. Can you just grow a backbone for someone who doesn't have your own back? I'm not saying he has to get it for Kato, but, like, the way he's acting, like, I don't want to get involved. Like, how many people helped you with Sonder when you were bitching and whining about all your problems, and now for this you're gonna be like, I'm gonna wipe my hands of it. Gosh, Raba annoys me sometimes. Great. What a mature conversation. Your choice, though. I'm not saying she's in the right, but stop blaming it all on her. You're, like, how old are they? 17? 18? Like, start taking some accountability for your actions. Oh, poor Aaron. He's the only one that's actually trying to help with this situation. I feel like this can get messy because the girl group and boy group are so intermingled that, like, if they're fighting, people are gonna start picking sides. Raba and Jens have already clearly picked a side. I feel like Aaron's trying to be somewhat nice about it. Backward shot! And the bike. A bike backward shot. A double. I almost said triple. Oh my gosh. Frick off. I'm actually not mad that she posted that because I feel like it does get to the point of, like, you know, like, she's posting things when she's not really feeling it, so it kind of drives home the whole idea of social media can be fake, but also it's her friggin' job. Like, she had to post that or else she would have gotten in trouble with the sponsor that she was working with, so I'm actually not that mad about that. I feel like it's her job, you know? Like, you have to go and do your job when you have crappy days and you have obligations, so I feel like I'm not super upset about that. I think it's just, you know, obviously she's putting on a front and acting like everything's good, but I'm not going to be like Mayo, obviously, be like, oh my god, now you're posting how many things. Can you tell you really don't like either of them? What is the point of this conversation? She's trying to calm you down and get answers, and you're just screwing right off. I'm not saying she's in the right, but, like, what is the point of this conversation? Her ego's too big. Dude, look in the mirror. You both are terrible for each other. Ugh, he irritates the shit out of me. Like, this is just sending me right back to Yana and how awful he was about all that stuff. Because, like, yes, Kato messed up. I'm not negating that. I'm not diminishing that. She has her issues, but he is so bad too. And I feel like because so many people hate Kato, they don't want to say about Mayo. But Mayo is very rude and very stubborn and very, like, sexist almost. Like, the way he talks about women and treats women is very, very uncomfortable for me. Like, I just don't like it. That is also true, that she's dating someone that's directly involved in this friend group. You did, honey. Now she puts a mask on. Why do they constantly take masks on when they're away from people? Like, that's when you should be wearing one, is when you're near people. I feel bad because, like, she does have a lot of, like, anxiety and stuff like that, and that's not healthy for this situation right now. That's why I feel like her and May are just, like, not a healthy couple, and I'm gonna be really irritated when they inevitably get back together. How is that gonna solve anything? Then she just takes the blame for it? I feel like they have cameras and stuff. Like, they're in the right room and they're like, how are we gonna solve this situation? Why don't we just have Kato say that she drove? That'll be fine. Just stop. She keeps trying and it's just like, it's not working. Just stop trying to talk to them. Why is everyone okay with him talking like this? It's just awful. Like, I'm not excusing what she did, but, like, just walk away from the situation. If I'm her friend, I'm like, just leave it alone. What do you want her to do then? I feel like they get pissed at her for everything, and she's the only one that's offering solutions at this point. She doesn't have to say that you guys were there. If they have cameras, they're gonna know it's Mayo either way. He's annoying me so much because it's just like, I feel like if someone treated him like this when he was going through all his stuff with Sonder, he'd be so pissed. But I just feel like, don't roll your eyes and be like, what do you mean turn yourself in? That's a terrible idea. Like, can I hear an idea from Mayo in the back who's just bitching about how much money it's gonna cost and how much he might go to jail? Senna's like, I've been there and it doesn't work. Yeah, see, that's a good solution. Look at, she's got one rich boyfriend and she says that. Yeah, I think that's a good solution. And it took Senna all of 5 seconds to figure it out on his own instead of these boys who have been like, what are we gonna do? Gosh, Senna's really the one we need. The voice of wisdom. Oh, yeah, that's a lot. What was that little dodge she did? She's like, I'm walking this way, not you. Why does she look pissed? Oh, shite. What happened? She raised it, but she can't get it? Can't she just take, like, little sums out over, like, I don't know, every week or something like that? Like, little $100 deposits? Oh, jeez. She told her parents to F off? Oh my gosh. Whoa. Are they really that bad? I mean, from what I've seen, they weren't like, fine, then leave. They were like, wait, don't leave. Like, what are you doing? I don't know. I feel like she kind of escalates it, but then again, that's because they never show us the parents. Like, we just hear her reaction to it and how she explains it. She brought one backpack. I don't think she thought this through. Even, like, little kids when they run away bring a suitcase. I just feel like based on how her parents reacted right there, like, she'll just end up moving back in with them because I feel like they're not as bad as she's making them seem, but I don't really know. It's hard to judge because they don't tell us anything about fuck writers. They probably don't know themselves. They're keeping it open so they could do either end by the time they get to the last episode. Oh, she called Zoe. Kato here. What a weird way to phrase that. Oh, with Raba? Great. So he can glare at you the whole night and just be like, I deleted the footage. So what another pointless ass episode. Like, I just feel like the one good thing that came out of this is, like, this whole season, because we've only been seeing, like, Kato and, like, Mayo, like, reacting, aside from, like, the first episode when he was a dick to her. After that, I feel like he's been pretty, like, good with dealing with her moods and, like, the fights they get in, like, she instigated a lot of them. This time I feel like this is affirmed for me that Mayo also sucks, you know? Because I feel like I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt and be like, maybe he's different, you know? Like, and maybe it would have been different. He was the main and we only saw him. But yeah, just the way he treats her and talks to her and how he has, like, his whole friend group turned against her and is like, you don't want to deal with this one, you're so superficial, just screaming at her. I also feel like she needs to walk away. Like, don't keep beating a dead horse. Like, he doesn't want anything to do with this. Stop going to his friends. Stop trying, like, just solve it on your own. And then once it's fixed, go to him and be like, I fixed it, whatever, and go from there. I feel like she shouldn't be constantly like, And her fixation in the beginning with like also doing the video was annoying. So I'm not trying to like excuse, and that's where it's hard to like articulate my feelings because I don't want people to be like, oh, she's excusing Kato. No, but I just think from Kato's point of view and knowing like her faults and flaws and acknowledging that, I also want to point out that the way Mayo is acting and treating her is not good and not healthy. And I don't think we should excuse his behavior because she's a bad person, because he's also done this to Yana. He's done this, you know, other times in other instances. And I just feel like they're both not good people. So if you've seen this episode, please feel free to leave your thoughts about it down in the comments. Also make sure to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!